So today I'm having a sort out. I've just took delivery of some new golf balls, PXG, and the first thing I usually do when I get my golf balls is mark them up so that I know what I mean. So what do I mean by mark them? I don't mean marker like as in a marking on a green marker. I mean as in a sharpie or a permanent marker. So today I'll show you how I mark my golf balls, why I do it, and I'll maybe explain the penalties involved if you don't do it, and what could happen in a game of golf in stroke play or match play if you choose not to mark your balls. What's the worst that could happen? So let's get into it and I'll show you what I specifically do to mark my golf balls. So I'm sure you're like me and you hit every fairway and every green and you never lose your golf ball. But let's say, for instance, you once in a lifetime hit your golf ball in the rough or offline, and your playing partner's using exactly the same ball. So in this case, you know, you're both using PXG number 4. There's no distinguishing marks on there at all. You can see that it's going to be really hard to distinguish whose golf ball is whose. Now, in a match play competition, you would get, if you can't identify your ball, then you'd lose the hole. You'd have to give up the hole. It'd be loss of hole penalty. So that'd be really frustrating, particularly if it's a close game as well. And in stroke play, if you can't identify your golf ball, then it's a 2-stroke penalty, which could seriously impact your score. So that's why it's important. So one of the things that I use to mark my golf balls is just a permanent marker, a Sharpie. So first of all, what I'll do is I'll explain how I do it. But also I've got this tool that I use which can help your putting that I also use in addition to marking my golf ball. And one of the questions I get asked is, do I need to do it in black? Can I choose other colours? And you can choose any colour you want. So I've got these permanent markers, and actually you can be as creative as you like. And I think it's Matt Fitzpatrick who uses about 4 different colours on his golf balls every single time.
I played the wrong ball once, and my dad wasn't very happy with me at doing that, so I figured I needed to work something out.
Actually, you know, if you want to do that as well, then you can. But first of all, what I do to mark my golf balls to make them distinguishable is I put some dots on it. Now you can just do signature or a smiley face, but what I do just to make sure that I can see it at all angles is I put 3 dots, usually in a little triangle, just on the top left of the logo. And I do that on both sides. The reason I do it on both sides is because if the ball is facing a different direction, then I want to be able to see, so I can see it from that direction and I can see it from that direction. So the next thing I do is I use my alignment tool. So on the PXG, they're really cool, so they've got this alignment tool on there as well, so you can see that it's got a straight line which you can use to help your putting to get a straight line to the hole, and it's got the line that goes across that you can help to align your putter face to make sure it's straight as well. But what I do just to make sure that I help my dodgy putting even more is I actually will put the line down with this alignment tool, and I'll do a nice line through the middle so that it makes it nice and clear for me where I'm actually aiming the ball. So you can see here that there's a much bigger line. Now the benefit of that is not just with my putting, but also if the ball is on the ground, I can distinguish that is actually my ball because I've got my alignment line all the way through it as well. So I think you can see then when it's in the rough and it's next to a very similar ball, that is really easy to distinguish which is your ball and which is your playing partner's ball. So let me know in the comments below, how do you mark your golf ball and what do you do to make sure that it's distinguishable when you're on the golf course? And I'll catch you in the next one.